The following program is being brought to you on the Voice America Women's Channel. For more information about our network and to check out additional show hosts and topics of interest, please visit voiceamericawomen.com. The Voice America Talk Radio Network is the worldwide leader in live Internet talk radio. Visit voiceamerica.com. The views and ideas expressed on the following program are strictly those of the host or guests and do not necessarily reflect the views and ideas held by the Voice America Talk Radio Network, its staff, and management.
Welcome to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with Rebecca Hall Gruyter. In our program each week, we provide the tools, ideas, and encouragement to help you move ahead on your journey, becoming a more powerful and impactful woman in your own life. Now here's your host, Rebecca Hall Gruyter.
Welcome, everyone. Happy New Year. Excited to be starting the new year with all of you joining us today. And we have a very special show that we're going to do today. We're going to be talking about visibility, making a global difference, and particularly for those speakers, messengers that are called to reach more people and are wanting to get on more stages, are wanting to expand their sphere of influence. We're going to talk about how to do that today. In fact, I have four experts joining me today that are going to share their tips, their ideas, their wisdom, and then combined, we're going to be talking about something really special called the Speaker Talent Search and how we feel that can support you powerfully on a global level, reach more people. Because something I know myself and all of the experts on the call today are passionate about is helping you reach those that you're called to reach. And in fact, I believe we can frequently see even more people that need your voice, that need your heart, that need your message, that need your expertise. And we want to encourage, equip, and empower you today to do just that, to step forward a little bit more, to be seen just a little bit more, to touch more lives that desperately need what you have to offer. So I'm excited you're starting the year with us. They're leaning into this special call. We'll actually have two calls this week and next week on this subject, because part of how I can make a global difference, part of how I can make the world a better place, is equipping and empowering you all, each of you, to be seen just a little bit more, to share more of the gift of who you are with more people. And I want to declare that, and I want to start the year off empowering you to do just that. So let's breathe that in. A big breath. Wonderful. Those of you who are driving, I want you to stay safe, alert, eyes open, both hands on the wheel. But those of you who are able to tune in, I'm going to encourage you to do just that. I want you to be fully present, to get out of our time together everything that's here for you today. Let's breathe that in as we declare that. Because here's what I want to share about visibility. I have learned this. When I go around speaking and traveling and sharing in different circles, different spheres of influence, a frequent question I'll ask is, how many of you want to make a positive difference for your passing there? When you look back on your life, you want to be able to know that you touched another's life in a positive way, that that's been your footprint or your thumbprint. Almost everybody says, yes, that's what I want. And especially when we look at the new year, when we're looking at what we're declaring and we're bringing forward into 2017 and beyond, is that on our heart? And if it is, here's the truth I want to share with you. We have to be willing to be seen and heard on the same level that we want to serve. If they cannot hear us, if they cannot see us, we cannot touch their lives. And particularly those who are in pain, those who are struggling, those who are hurting, it's like this thick pea soup of fog comes down on them, and they're just trying to take the next breath and the next breath. They can't see any hands outstretched because this darkness is all around them, the pain, the hurt, the struggle. All they can do is take a breath and then realize, yes, I can take another when we're in that hard place of pain. The only thing I know that cuts through that is light. So we actually have to become those beacons of light. We have to shine so brightly that we cut through that darkness and they can see us. They can hear us. They can see our hand outstretched. We can say, oh, avoid those rocks. Here's my hand. I've got you. So I want to challenge you today to be a little bit more visible, to become that beacon of light, wherever that is, that you can shine a little bit brighter. Remember, you're doing that as an ambassador, as an advocate for those who need you. You're doing it from a place of service. The way we can make a global difference, heart by heart, life by life, is be willing to share our gift, our talents, our abilities, being heard, being visible, being seen, and sharing. So those of you who are drawn to this conversation today, who already are feeling that pull in your heart, I encourage you to get out a paper and pen if you're able to. Really lean in to this conversation. Start claiming and taking steps, practical and profound, to be seen, to navigate through the fear, to be more vulnerable, to share on a higher level, so we can make a global difference starting right now. Let's breathe that in. Wonderful. So here's what I invite us to do, is as we take another deep belly breath, put one hand on your heart, one hand on your head, breathe in, sit back in your chair, feel it supporting you, both feet on the floor, planted, your roots going deep. Breathing in through the belly, expanding, and out, eyes closed. What is it that you need today that will serve and support you in being a little bit more visible, that will equip and empower you so you're willing to take an even more powerful stand for those who need you? What is it that you need to answer that pull at your heart, that call to share on a higher level? What is it that you need today that you are willing to lean into and receive? Breathe that in. Sometimes it comes as a picture, a memory, a sound, all different kinds of ways, images. The information is communicated with us. I invite you to receive. Another deep breath. Come back into the room, fully present, eyes open. And I invite you to write down whatever it was that was placed on your heart, so you can keep it top of mind through our conversation, through our time today, and as you go back out in the world as a messenger, as a speaker, being on the lookout for what it is that you need and are willing to receive and bring to the world. Beautiful. Well, I'm going to go around the virtual room here to our amazing experts with a heart to support each of you to see what was laid on their heart. And as I go around the room, my amazing experts, can you share 30 seconds or less, just something that was placed on your heart when we went in to connect heart to heart, soul to soul, talking about visibility and making a global difference? Jon, did you have something placed on your heart?
The best answer that I have for you, and the best that I think about, is how can I help others succeed?
So that question, beautiful. And I know you, Jon, and I know when you ask that question, you're seeking the answer, and then you lean into the answer.
And
I appreciate that.
And you also know how wordy I am, so I'm, also trying to keep my answers short today.
Thank you, Jon. We will have our expanding moments a little bit later in the conversation. So beautiful. Robert, did you have something laid on your heart?
Hey, Rebecca. Yes, I did. I was thinking about a lot of the things that you were saying earlier, and I'll keep this brief, but I think that sometimes when that pea soup fog is really down around some people and you're shining your light as bright as you can, it might still be a little dim. So don't be afraid to walk into that fog and reach out and grab onto somebody with your message and pull them out of that fog.
I love that. Really putting that action to the words and helping them. And I know you really have a gift, Robert, of being able to see the potential when someone can't quite see it yet. And so I know that's part of your gifting, and I appreciate that that's laid on your heart to reach out and kind of pull them forward. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you. And Trisha, how about you? Did you have something laid on your heart?
Yes, I did, Rebecca. What laid on my heart was, sometimes we feel like we just have to dive in and just go for it. But you know what? You don't have to be afraid. If there's a pull or a nudge, you don't have to be afraid. But there's baby steps. There's a process and there's baby steps. And you have created a beautiful community to just hold people in such a wonderful, wonderful, secure place. And so that was what was laid on my heart.
Thank you, Trisha. I appreciate that. And baby steps are still moving forward. Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you. And Linda, how about you? Did you have something laid on your heart?
I did, Rebecca. Thank you. Part of this is I want to help the audience to really expand their visibility, both locally as well as globally. And I have a saying that is fame and visibility equals money.
Yep. And you say that formula a lot.
I do. And I so believe it. So the Speaker Talent Search is definitely a vehicle to make that happen.
Oh, thank you, Linda. Thank you for sharing. And listeners, I want you to feel the support here today, the desire we have to help you succeed and help you help others as we echo that out into the world. We are getting ready to go to our first commercial break. I invite you to carve this time out. I call them 2 minutes for you. Take this time. Don't run off trying to cross things off your list. Stay present and really sit in the question, what is it that you need? What is it that you're willing to receive and that you're leaning into our time together today? And when we come back, we will look forward to digging into this conversation and supporting you in reaching the world. We'll talk to you in just a moment.
Voice America Women. Your passion starts here.
Are you ready for your rush of success? I'm Jim T. Chong, the walk star.
And I'm Cammie Ferry, the theater queen, the host of Rush Hour for Success on Money 105.5 on Thursdays and Fridays at 2 p.m. It's about getting entertained and getting solutions for your success in life and business.
Visit us on Facebook at Money 105.5 FM Rush Hour for Success, or download the Money 105.5 app on your phone for the live stream. That's Thursdays and Fridays, 2 p.m. Pacific Time. Get entertained,
get educated, and get your rush on
Rush Hour for Success.
Rebecca Hall Gruyter's Speaker Talent Search is looking for speakers wanting to get on more stages. With just one audition, you could open the doors to hundreds of speaking opportunities, reach more people, and expand your impact. Finalists get to audition live in front of leaders looking to fill all kinds of speaking opportunities. Apply now at SpeakerTalentSearch.com. That's SpeakerTalentSearch.com. We look forward to hearing your message.
Announcing a powerful new TV channel featuring programs designed to enhance and transform your life. Make powerful connections, one program at a time. And by doing so, we can bring transformation to the world. Tune in each week to Empowered Connections TV as we add new programs to help you make empowered connections of your own. Visit EmpoweredConnectionsTV.com. That's EmpoweredConnectionsTV.com. And make the most of an incredible life transformation.
Become our friend on Facebook. Post your thoughts about our shows and network on our timeline. Visit facebook.com/Voice America.
You're listening to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with your host, Rebecca Hall Gruyter. If you have a question or comment for Rebecca or her guest, we'd love to hear from you. Please call into the program at 1-866-613-1612. That's 1-866-613-1612. You may also send an email to Rebecca at yourpurposedrivenpractice.com. Now back to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope that you enjoyed those 2 minutes just for you, and you'll have opportunities throughout our time together to pause, to process, to really understand things on a cellular level during our show real time. So when you go back out into the world, we want you going out empowered, equipped, and ready to step forward and shine. That's our goal during our time together today. Now, before we went to that first commercial break, Linda, thank you for sharing about this. I loved it. She mentioned the speaker talent search, and that's something I did want to share about with you today, because I created the speaker talent search, as a way for messengers, speakers, to meet people that have the speaking stages, the opportunities, the platforms, because I found people that had stages, people that had radio shows, people that had television shows, people that were looking for hosts, that were looking for talent, sometimes weren't able to find the people, the messengers, the speakers that are looking for them. Or if they did, they weren't able to connect in a way that a valuable conversation could happen, where they're meeting in the same place and able to actually match up the speaker and the message with the stages and the communities they're trying to reach. That's the heart of the speaker talent search and why we created it. It's a way for speakers and those who have speaking opportunities or writing opportunities, platforms to reach the world, can meet and connect and find if there is a match. So we actually recently, we're very excited about this, have moved our speaker talent search to a global level, to a virtual level. So we will have panelists, people that are actually on the panel, reviewing the applicants, and they submit a video, reviewing the videos, and they're around the world. And then the people that are applying are also around the world. So now we're connecting on a global level. There is a submission process that people go through. This helps them get clarity in their message, really articulate who they're trying to reach. That goes to a review board that reviews, decides the finalists, that then submit a video for the panel, the speaker talent search panel, to review. Everyone on the panel has speaking opportunities. Every speaker talent search, we have anywhere from 1,000 to 2,000 opportunities we're looking to fill. Lots and lots of opportunity. And we were able to do this. Those who are applying, there is no cost to anyone that wants to apply and be part of the speaker talent search. That's what all of us are gathering together to share about. Everyone who's on the call today, on the show today, is one of our panelists in the 2017 Speaker Talent Search series. And we have, I believe, 5 different talent searches throughout the year in different locations. So you can learn more about the Speaker Talent Search by going to speakertalentsearch.com. You'll see all the details. But we wanted to give you even more than that information today. We wanted to actually give you an opportunity to hear from the panelists, to gain wisdom from them. They have stepped into leadership positions where they are able to impact the world on a global level and create opportunities for speakers. So I wanted you to be able to hear from them what they're looking for. Success tips they can give any speaker out there, any messenger out there that's looking to reach more people. That's the information we're going to be sharing with you today. So let's breathe that in. I'm very excited. So I'm going to go around the room, do a brief introduction of each of our experts, and I'm going to ask them to share just a little bit about who they are, what they do, and why they do it. But it's kind of a speed round because each of them has about 60 seconds to answer. So get ready. We're going to have a great introduction. They're going to share some real key highlights. The first expert I wanted to introduce to you today is Jon Missall. Jon is the director of the TV network for Voice America, which has a global reach of about 3.5 million and growing. He has over 30 years of experience in television, and I'm very excited. Let's warmly welcome the amazing Jon Missall to the show. Welcome.
Thank you.
Yay.
Thank you.
So, Jon, why do you do what you do? And can you share a little bit about how you would describe? I've given a really brief highlight. I'd love for you to share a little bit about what you do and why do you do it?
I do it for the passion. I have a big passion for media. I've been in media in many different areas since 1971, 72. Mm-hmm. And as I briefly touched on before, it's the gratification, the real reason I do it and keeps driving my passion is once you find the proper people, it's that gratification of other people's success. You don't have to have your name attached to something to enjoy the fact that you help build them into something that they wanted to do to be successful and watch them rise and grow. It's like being a sports coach, and taking a kid that's 12 and watching him make the pros. You had a piece in the short term, in the medium term, and the long term.
I love that. Such a mentoring heart. So beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. And we all want to go pro, right?
Yes, we do.
Thanks, Jon. And the next expert I wanted to introduce to you is Trisha. Trisha is the owner and director of programming for Bright Light TV. She is a best-selling author and a TV show host of The Trisha Garrett Show. Please lean in and warmly welcome the amazing Trisha Garrett to the show. Welcome.
Thank you, Rebecca. I am so happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're very welcome. It is my pleasure. Do you mind sharing a little bit about what you do, why you do it?
Wow. So I am, as you mentioned, the owner of Bright Light TV, programming director, and it has really, for me, this has been a journey. As you know, I spent, 20 plus years in the corporate world, and making this transition to doing what I'm doing now is so exciting because for me, this is a calling, and I take it very seriously. And to be able to provide an opportunity for others to have a broader base of visibility and to get their message out there to, like Jon was saying, it's just something about being able to help people to their success. It just feeds my soul. And so that's really a lot of why I do what I do.
I love that. Beautiful. And you're helping others reach the world through all the programming and opportunities you're creating. Really beautiful. Thank you. And then you said yes to the call. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just going to share really quickly. It's Bright Light TV, and our tagline is bringing illumination around the globe. So we are
love it.
Bright Light, yes.
Illumination to the world around the globe. Wonderful. Yeah. Thank you. And Linda, I'm going to share a little bit about you. Linda has been a friend of mine for many, many years. We've been on the journey of life together. I'm very grateful to have her in my life. She is a radio show host on Voice America, so we're very excited to have her there. A leader of leaders and a best-selling author. Please lean in and warmly welcome the amazing Linda Patten to the show. Welcome.
Yay. Thank you so much, Rebecca. As you know, I love being on any show with you, and especially this one.
Oh, thank you, Linda. Very excited to have you. And do you mind sharing just a little bit about what you do and why you do it?
Well, real quickly, I came out of hiding, as you know, and I lead women to step out, to get away from their reluctant leadership so that they can do whatever it is that they do and do it brilliantly and successfully as true leaders. And it's something I'm really, really passionate about, and I love doing it. And Leadership Stars is one way I get a chance to make visible individuals that I know who either have had that journey or have wisdom to share with my tribe who is on that journey.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you for sharing, and I love your heart to help leaders step forward. And I believe speakers are leaders. They're called to lead and bring a message forward and support others. So really powerful. Thank you, Linda. Welcome.
Thank you.
And then we have Robert Ciolino. And Robert is the first person I met with Voice America. He is my executive producer. I started in radio with him. And I actually thought he was kind of crazy when he was approaching me to be on radio. I couldn't see the picture that he could see. And what I have learned, Robert has this amazing gift to see potential and to see talent and to help you pull you forward. So I'm very, very grateful to Robert. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for him. Please lean in and warmly welcome the amazing Robert Ciolino to the show. Welcome.
Wow, Rebecca, thank you so much for that. I don't know if you can hear it, but my hair's standing up on the back of my head right now. And I also want to thank you for embracing my crazy when I first called you. Because we've been doing a lot of really good crazy for these last few years, I'm telling you. You have really, really, really gone big, and I'm really, really excited about that.
Oh, thank you, Robert. It's been such a wonderful journey. And what I want to share, listeners, is when you hear that particular brand of crazy that stretches you, but it pulls at your heart. And that's what you did, Robert. And the way you shared, I could feel it pull at my heart. And even though it was scary and I couldn't quite see the vision, I was willing to, because I could feel the credibility that you had, and I could place trust in it. And I'm so grateful for the path that it's led. We are now stepping into television. We're actually launching our television network in March, so we're very excited about that. And we've been able to do a lot on the television side, thanks to Robert and thanks to Jon and Jeff Bernard and Voice America, and really seeing the potential. So I want you, listeners, to be listening and watching for those that see that potential in you. Feel that pull in your heart. Be willing to lean in and say yes, because I believe that pull and that call is someone who needs you now, not someday. It really is a cry of someone's heart that needs your particular brand of crazy or uniqueness or gifts or talents or whatever it is. I want to invite you to lean into that. As we go into our next commercial break here, your next 2-minute moment, I want you to really pause and breathe. And am I being called forth? How am I being called to stretch and reach more people? And are you willing? We'll look forward to talking to you in just a moment.
This is the Voice America Women's Channel, where your success is limitless.
Rebecca Hall Gruyter's Speaker Talent Search is looking for speakers wanting to get on more stages. With just one audition, you could open the doors to hundreds of speaking opportunities, reach more people, and expand your impact. Finalists get to audition live in front of leaders looking to fill all kinds of speaking opportunities. Apply now at SpeakerTalentSearch.com. That's SpeakerTalentSearch.com. We look forward to hearing your message.
Relationship issues? Anxious? Parenting challenges? No more. Learn to live your best life. Tune into Straight Talk with top therapist, relationship, and anxiety expert Sandra Reish. Learn to transform your challenges into effective solutions. Whether it's relationships, parenting, anxiety, or other traps, Sandra will show you how you can live the life of your dreams. Listen live every Thursday afternoon at 6 p.m. Eastern Time and 3 p.m. Pacific Time on the Voice America Health and Wellness Channel.
Are you ready for your rush of success? I'm Jim T. Chong, the walk star.
And I'm Cammie Ferry, the theater queen, the host of Rush Hour for Success on Money 105.5 on Thursdays and Fridays at 2 p.m. It's about getting entertained and getting solutions for your success in life and business.
Visit us on Facebook at Money 105.5 FM Rush Hour for Success, or download the Money 105.5 app on your phone for the live stream. That's Thursdays and Fridays, 2 p.m. Pacific Time. Get entertained,
get educated, and get your rush on
Rush Hour for Success.
Tune in for Suzanne Ross and Lighten Up TV, evolutionary wellness for the body, mind, and spirit. Each episode features Suzanne and her amazing guests, including inspirational authors, speakers, wellness experts, and spiritual guides. This series is focused on achieving total well-being so that you can live well and love life. Visit lightenuptv.net to find out more. Lighten Up TV is presented by the Awakening Center, a nonprofit for those seeking a higher way of living and being. Don't miss out on living your best life now. Go to lightenuptv.net today.
Follow us on Twitter at VoiceAmericaTRN. Get the lowdown on guests, new shows, and your favorites. That's VoiceAmericaTRN.
You're listening to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with your host, Rebecca Hall Gruyter. If you have a question or comment for Rebecca or her guest, we'd love to hear from you. Please call into the program at 1-866-613-1612. That's 1-866-613-1612. You may also send an email to Rebecca at yourpurposedrivenpractice.com. Now back to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope that you sat in that question during these 2 minutes that we had, that you really sat with, are you being called forth and are you willing? Those are two different questions, and they can sometimes have different answers. And I want to encourage you, as we lean into our conversations and we share about the different ways that you can get your message out there, the different ways you can touch people's lives, that you're feeling into that and really listening into a spark, feeling that pull at your heart. Oh, that's something I want to check out or look into, or I never thought of reaching out in that way. I want to spark those ideas and ways so you can reach more of the people in the way that you are called to reach. And it may be in additional ways than you ever considered. Like, I had never considered radio or television before. And yet I'm so grateful to be in that and to be in books and to be able to touch the world in so many different facets and ways. And I want you all to have that opportunity. So breathe that in. Be open to where this conversation will go as we seek to support each of you in shining brightly out into the world as we bring illumination to the globe, right, Trisha?
That's right, yes.
Well, before we went to break, I realized we didn't get to hear from Robert about why he does what he does and what is it that he does. So, Robert, do you mind sharing that with us?
I'd love to. So, thanks, Rebecca. Part of it is getting to meet people like you and synergize together and bring forth something that was always there but didn't exist at the time. But truth be told, I love radio. I really, really love radio. I love media. I'm a radio freak, FREQUE, as in frequency. And I just love giving everything that I have. So if I'm fortunate enough to work with someone like you, I give you everything that I have, and I hope that you take everything I have and own it and just grow beyond what I give you and really step in and really do something with it. I love giving that information and helping people grow beyond.
Beautiful. Well, thank you for the work that you do and your heart to help others in that way. And listeners, what I want you to hear today is we have people from the realm of television, people from the realm of radio. We have people here on our show today that have actual speaking opportunities on stages, authors, books that are being published, television host opportunities, radio show host opportunities. So a wide range of opportunities that, in a sense, the world is being opened up to you. And they have all leaned into the speaker talent search because they want to find that talent. They want to experience that talent that is being called forth, that is being called to serve on the platforms that we have available. And what I want to do during this next speed round is ask each of my experts if they can give a quick tip on something they look for in a speaker, like, that's the spark, that's it. And if they have, well, no, we're going to close the show with this, so you want to lean in. We're going to close the show with an action step you can take right now to increase your reach, starting today to be seen on more platforms. We're going to close the show sharing those tips. But right now, let's go around the room and just see, what is it that each of you looks for when you're out there in the world actively looking for speakers, messengers, authors, and talent? Trisha, what do you look for?
Passion. When I think about the hosts that are currently on my show, they are so passionate about what they do. They are very passionate about getting their message out into the world to bring healing and transformation. It's a calling, like I mentioned earlier about for myself. And even if they go off and do something else, this still brings them back, and they're just so passionate. So that's what I look for. I look for the passion and the calling, and the rest we can work out.
The rest can be figured out.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Linda, how about you? What do you look for?
Well, Rebecca, first of all, I love the fact that we get to see the speakers, and so I want them to show up the way they're going to show up on my stages and on my radio show, with passion and excitement, and to really show that in their presentation.
Oh, love that. And that is something, I agree. Sometimes I think we get so serious as speakers, we try to show up as this professional, serious person. We can lose some of our passion and our excitement and our heart. And I know for me, I look for authenticity. I look for a willingness to share their gifts and their talents. I don't look for perfection. I look for connection. I know that's what I look for when I'm out there seeking talent. Beautiful.
Rebecca,
Robert.
I also want them to have a great sense of humor, and that comes across in their presentation as well.
Yes. Humor is important and great. That connection. I like it. Yep. Robert, how about you? What do you look for?
All right. Thanks, Rebecca. Some similar things that you look for as well. First and foremost, I do look for authenticity. Someone that is absolutely speaking from their heart and soul, because that is what people hear. People resonate with that. They connect with it. If you're not authentic, you're not connecting. Then I look for, exactly. Then I look for someone who is really driven to reach beyond where they are right now. They have to really want something different.
I'm just letting that sink in, everybody. Yes. Beautiful. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Jon, what do you look for?
Okay, I look for multiple things. A couple that you've already touched on. Passion is always going to be my biggest word. I look for somebody that has a vision in where they want to go. And then what I'm really looking for is, and all of you have touched on this a little bit, someone that's natural, someone that where they come across to you that they are a true human being and they're being themselves. Whether it's in an interview, on the radio, in front of a camera, no matter what they're doing, what you see is what you get. Everybody can put the fake eloquence on, but it comes across like that, and you eventually will see that. I am sure you all see it in all your newscasts every night. There's that person you love that's just natural. And then there's the person that is reading their teleprompter. And those are really the big ones, and somebody that can relax in front of a camera.
Yes. I think that is really important. Now, Jon, I actually have a question on that. What if somebody isn't originally or not, somehow when that red light, they see it, they just freeze and become a little bit different? Do you have any tip or suggestion on that so that it can become more natural?
Don't practice what you're going to actually say on that particular show, but find something different. I don't care if it's reading a book out of your favorite chapter or a favorite chapter out of your favorite book, get in front of a mirror and learn how to relax. I mean, this is like Speech 101. Totally be in front of a mirror. If you're on radio, put a mirror in front of you. Get a little stand and put it so that you're talking to someone. If you don't have other people in a studio with you and you're doing ones from various people around the globe, because you'll see your own facial expressions and you'll understand that you're not relaxed.
I think that's really, really good advice. I know when I was teaching people and supporting speakers and walking them through that, there's something really powerful about looking into a mirror, making eye contact with yourself and stretching your body and your experience and your animation and kind of watching yourself in that or watching yourself on film and getting comfortable with that. I know for myself, when I started doing that, then I could have all those weird moments privately, not necessarily on a stage or in front of a camera. And for me, it took a little bit of practice. So I love that tip of getting familiar with making eye contact, having a mirror, having someone in the room, and stretching yourself in that. Because with film and camera and radio, we can reach the world. This is an opportunity we have on a global level. And I just love the sphere of influence we can have when we're willing to stretch ourselves, we're willing to become comfortable in being who we are in all different types of media and medium. So really powerful. Thanks, Jon. Thanks for sharing.
More than welcome.
So speed round, we're going to see if we can answer this in 15 to 20 seconds. Share one reason you're excited to be part of the Speaker Talent Search. Trisha.
Oh my gosh, you're calling me first. Well, one reason I'm excited is because of all of the amazing talent that comes through. And
Yay! I love that. Robert, how about you?
I am looking forward to being able to review some of the pieces that people will bring forward and connect them with the right people so that they can bring their message even further.
Love it. Linda.
I love serving both the speakers as well as the audiences that I serve and matching them up almost perfectly.
Ooh, nice. I love that. Jon.
Linda, you might be winning this round, and I'm scoring all the questions over here.
I'm not surprised, Jon.
No, that's truly a great answer, because what you can, the nice thing about it is even the people that might not make a cut, you could give constructive criticism where they could come at another time, or they can develop themselves even further, even if there is no match at that time. All of us that have been in the media have come across people that, for one reason or another, it just wasn't their time, or there was too much that needed to be molded, and you didn't want them to invest in something they weren't ready to invest in, but you wanted them to keep their dream alive. So without a doubt, it is seeing what the people have and where you can help mold them into where they want to go in their vision, not just our vision of where we see them going.
Yes. Love it. And what listeners, I want you to hear the heartbeat, this desire to help messengers, speakers, those who are called to reach more people do exactly that. And everyone on the panel has a heartbeat and a desire to mentor and lift others up. And so I appreciate that about the Speaker Talent Search and who it attracts on the panel. They all want to help you achieve what it is you're looking to achieve and reach the people you're called to reach, and then even more. And they love to give support and feedback in that way, which is fabulous. I love that way that we're able to echo out into the world. Well, we're going into our next 2-minute moment, next commercial break. So I encourage you to lean in and really think about what's being shared. And when we come back, we're going to give you some practical tips of things you can do right now. So take these next 2 minutes, think about what it is that's pulling at your heart, that's calling you forward, and we'll look forward to talking to you in just a moment.
The Voice America Women's Channel.
Are you ready for your rush of success? I'm Jim T. Chong, the walk star.
And I'm Cammie Ferry, the theater queen, the host of Rush Hour for Success on Money 105.5 on Thursdays and Fridays at 2 p.m. It's about getting entertained and getting solutions for your success in life and business.
Visit us on Facebook at Money 105.5 FM Rush Hour for Success, or download the Money 105.5 app on your phone for the live stream. That's Thursdays and Fridays, 2 p.m. Pacific Time. Get entertained,
get educated, and get your rush on
Rush Hour for Success.
Rebecca Hall Gruyter's Speaker Talent Search is looking for speakers wanting to get on more stages. With just one audition, you could open the doors to hundreds of speaking opportunities, reach more people, and expand your impact. Finalists get to audition live in front of leaders looking to fill all kinds of speaking opportunities. Apply now at SpeakerTalentSearch.com. That's SpeakerTalentSearch.com. We look forward to hearing your message.
Announcing a powerful new TV channel featuring programs designed to enhance and transform your life. Make powerful connections, one program at a time. And by doing so, we can bring transformation to the world. Tune in each week to Empowered Connections TV as we add new programs to help you make empowered connections of your own. Visit EmpoweredConnectionsTV.com. That's EmpoweredConnectionsTV.com. And make the most of an incredible life transformation. The Voice America Women's Channel.
You're listening to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with your host, Rebecca Hall Gruyter. If you have a question or comment for Rebecca or her guest, we'd love to hear from you. Please call into the program at 1-866-613-1612. That's 1-866-613-1612. You may also send an email to Rebecca at yourpurposedrivenpractice.com. Now back to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope that you've been enjoying our conversation. Behind the scenes, we've been having a good time. But I want to share a quick behind the scenes moment, because John's going to go first in this next section. Because Jon was trying to encourage everybody to save up their time for him. Because he has so much wisdom he wants to share with all of us. So we're going to have Jon lead the charge. And what we're going to talk about in this section are what are some practical steps, some things as a speaker, as a messenger. Maybe it's even how do I feel into if I'm being called? Or if I am, what are some practical things I can do today, right now, to step forward to being more visible, to speaking and being on more stages and more platforms. So, Jon, what would you share with our listeners today?
Okay, I have a lot of little quick notes here, so I'm going to just buzz through these, and perhaps you can go through them a little more in depth in another show. First of all, most importantly, multiple points of presence. There are 100 places plus out there where you should be getting your information out to, even if it's just in little 10, 20, 15-second sound bites. If it's 140-word characters, utilize all of those tools out there. It's extremely important to put yourself and separate yourself from others that are doing what you're doing. Okay? Mm-hmm. Now, to help make yourself better, sharpen your listening skills, number one. Be open-minded, be adaptable, to be able to sing and dance in whatever situation that you're in. More importantly for yourself, why you're getting yourself out there to be more visible, continue to follow and fight for your dreams. Know that success has failures, but keep working towards what you really want to do, to be the best, to get your message out there, to make yourself a better person, to make your people in your audience better people, and to help them go out and fight for their dreams. But the multiple points of presence on a level of getting yourself out there is by far number one.
Thank you, Jon. And I could feel that that heart and the pull of really being willing to fight for what you believe in, to stand, even when it gets uncomfortable or it stretches us. Being willing to do that, to help our people, to help those people we're called to touch their lives. Be willing to stand in that place powerfully and grow. Thank you, Jon.
Thank you.
And multiple points of presence underlined. Thank you. Trisha, how about you? What do you have to share? A tip?
Well, I love what Jon shared. That was awesome. One of the things that comes to mind for me is sometimes we are looking for others to provide that platform, but sometimes, how about just creating your own? And, you know, there's multiple ways of creating your own platform, whether it be, you know, associations that you, or different organizations you're associated with, you know, whether it be a church or, you know, other venues, but creating your own platform. Sometimes it's inviting people out to a park. It doesn't have to be this big major, you know, but just beginning to do the things to get your message out there, especially when you have this passion and this drive to share. Begin to do it in however you can in creating your own platform.
Thank you for sharing. I love that, because I think too many of us are waiting for someone to discover us, or waiting for a platform to be created for us where we can actually step forward and do that and start bringing our message forward. Really powerful. Yeah. Thank you, Trisha. Love it. Mm-hmm. Linda, how about you? What would you share?
Okay, well, it's more along the lines of actually speaking. Mine is always practice, 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 especially your opening and your close, but not so much that you're scripted, but so that you at least are comfortable and relaxed going into the presentation. Bullet point it, pause, slow down. That's something I had to learn, was to pause and slow down. Practice with a mirror, practice with your dog. To be honest with you, Connor has been just such a wonderful audience. He listens and looks very interested in everything I have to say, and of course with other people as well. But I think that's really key, is being comfortable in your own skin and comfortable with what you want to say and the message that you're bringing out.
Love it. Thank you. Cats are great audience members as well.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you,
Linda. Yeah. You're welcome.
Robert, what would you share with us today?
Rebecca, I'd like to use up the little bit of time that Jon didn't take right now. The hardest thing first, know your true passion. If you don't know your true passion, identify your true passion. It doesn't matter what you think your passion should be. Find out what it really is and work with that. That is the best idea you can start with. Second, as Jon stated, multiple points of presence, but make a plan. Mm-hmm. Pick those points of presence. Start with one, learn it. Go to the next one, learn it. If you try and learn them all at once, you'll be overwhelmed and you won't really move forward.
Yes.
And
love it.
I think build your plan around that, and build your plan around that success, and get yourself out there. And finally, step in 100%. Don't put one toe in. Once you've identified, once you've started building, jump in and keep moving forward.
Yes. Love that. And I would say get support. It is not a solo journey. Lean into those mentors and those cheerleaders who can support you and see your vision. And when you forget it, can remind you of it so that you keep going forward. So, Robert, thank you. I want to thank all of you for joining us today and sharing from your hearts with us and giving us wisdom and tips and ideas. And listeners, I hope you've enjoyed getting to know the hearts of our Speaker Talent Search panel, getting to meet these leaders who are out there actively looking for you, looking for talent, looking for messengers that the world needs. And I want to encourage you to really feel into that and see, are you being called forth? And are you willing to step forward 100%? Discover your passion, build your skills, and keep building and keep bringing forward what is being called forth in you, being willing to share that with the world. Those of you who felt a pull around the Speaker Talent Search, I encourage you to check that out. See if that's something that will support you in leaning in and saying yes and finding those opportunities and building that strategy and plan to reach those that you're called to reach. And you can find that by going to speakertalentsearch.com. And for those of you who are going forward, that feel that pull, that are willing, that are saying yes, I encourage you, keep stepping forward. The world needs you. Be willing to bloom where you're planted and shine. We'll look forward to talking to you next week.
Thank you for joining us this week for Empowering Women, Transforming Lives. Please tune in again for another edition with your host, Rebecca Hall Gruyter, next Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 a.m. Pacific on the Voice America Women's Channel. And join us for a replay of the show every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, 2 p.m. Pacific on the Voice America Empowerment Channel. Have a beautiful week, and may you always bloom where you're planted and shine.